Welcome to Saturday Night Lights podcast, your home for college football. I'm Alec, joined by Robbie tonight. Brad cannot join us. Let's dive right in and start with the transfer portal and grading some of the transfers.
Hello everyone. Happy Thursday night. Um, we are ready for this. So, what position you want to start off first? Quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, pull it up. Let's start with some no names. With people that we know. Let's start with Mr. Angeli.
I would give in Steven Jelly A minus because
even though he's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I feel like he's done good with what limited time he's had at Syracuse. And I think he's still got another year of eligibility left. So, and I still think Syracuse is in good hands, even with Ricky Collins. What grade do you give Steve Angeli?
I give him a B plus. I give him a B plus. All right, here we go. TJ Finley.
Where would he be at?
Georgia State.
C minus. C minus because TJ Finley's been around for a while. And I feel like anywhere he goes, he just gets benched or doesn't play.
Right.
And what grade do you give him?
A D. All right, I'm going to give you another name. Another. Gaston Moore. He's a backup for USF.
I say pass because he hasn't gotten any playing time. He's like third string behind Byron Brown and Lachlan Hewitt. So I would just say pass.
Okay,
What about you?
I agree, pass. Hasn't gotten enough playing time. All right, I'm gonna start with some no names then. Thomas Castellanos.
A plus. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to say the Seminoles are back.
It is. I'm sorry to our co-host. That's a Gator.
What would you give Castellanos?
A plus. Joey Aguilar.
A plus. And I made an admission tonight on the show. I was wrong on Joey Aguilar. I think he just needed to get out of App State. And obviously we see it's worked at Tennessee.
Absolutely. Who else am I missing? That was a big transfer portal. Oh, Carson Beck.
B minus.
They haven't played anyone. That's why I'm saying they haven't played anyone.
Exactly. They haven't played anyone yet. If they had, I would say an A. But I mean, he had a good game against USF. He beat a bad Florida team.
Yep.
If he beat a half decent Florida team, it'd be a different it'd be a different discussion.
Okay, I
But
got some more
he
names.
beat.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if he beat a decent Florida team, it'd be a different discussion.
He's got a
What?
big game coming up. He's got a big game coming up next week against Florida State.
Yes, he does.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a C. He hasn't played anybody yet. Here's a
Okay.
name that's gonna jump out of the wall. Nico Iamaleava.
Oh,
Sorry, UCLA.
go ahead. You go first with this one because he used to be a Vol.
F. The letter F. Just Nico, use your brain. Why are you losing to these small schools?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a D minus, and the only reason I say D minus is because I think there's still a chance they could turn their season around now that they got the coach out of there. But people forget that these kids, now that UCLA's fired their coach, these kids have 30 days to jump into transfer portal.
Yep. All right. Malik Murphy, Oregon State.
This one, I'm not going to give it a grade. I'm going to say it's puzzling because I thought he should have stayed at Duke.
I would agree.
And I just feel like Oregon State wasn't the right fit. I feel like he could have gone to Tulane or BYU or somebody that needed a quarterback.
I would agree. I'm going to give him a D because I just think he could have gone somewhere else that he could have got more playing time. Okay, here's a name that surprised me a little bit. Bo Pribula, Missouri.
Pabula?
Yes.
He surprised me too. I'm giving this an A minus, and I explained on Tuesday that I thought Penn State made the wrong decision with they should have let Drew Aller go somewhere else.
And Pribula?
Yes. Can you move somewhere where it's a little more quiet?
Yeah.
Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie is moving somewhere where it's a little more quiet. Give us a second. Well, he's doing that. Yes, I did say on Tuesday's show with Bradley, because Robbie wasn't able to make it, that I thought Penn State should have kept Bo Pabula and let Drew Aller go somewhere else. Okay, that's a lot better.
Aaron Noland.
South Carolina.
Yes. He left Ohio State and went to South Carolina.
I don't know. I don't know what grade to give him because he's not playing.
I would agree. Chandler Morris, Virginia.
B plus.
Good. Can I say C? But I can make that a B next week. If he plays well against Florida State.
Yes.
Okay. Billy Edwards, Wisconsin.
F. And I'm sorry, Wisconsin fans. I have to give him an F. He has been awful. And there's a reason he's not the starting quarterback anymore. There's a reason he's on the bench for Danny O'Neal.
I would agree. Gio Lopez, North Carolina.
C plus.
You think he's not good enough? Or do you think? Or do you think Belichick's the problem?
I don't think Belichick's the problem, actually. I think it's the offensive coordinator.
You think it's his son?
I wouldn't necessarily say his son.
Okay. Fernando Mendoza.
Um,
IU.
A plus.
I love the way that he played against Illinois. I just love the way he played against Illinois.
I do too.
Here's another name. Another journeyman for the West Coast to the Central Time. John Matier. Oklahoma.
B plus.
How long is he going to be out for?
3 weeks.
That's what you heard?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
So he's going to miss the Texas game? Oh, wait. This week's 1 week. Yeah, he's gonna miss the Texas game.
Yeah.
Woo! Jackson Arnold.
I hate to do this to Auburn fans. C minus.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to beat Oklahoma last week.
He did, and he blew it.
Tyler Van Dyke.
Where's he at now?
SMU.
Well, he's behind Kevin Jennings, so I don't think we can really give this a grade.
Okay. Taven Jackson, UCF.
This is up your alley. I'll let you go first.
Taven Jackson. Okay, here's the thing. You played 3 small schools. You won. You're 3-0. Now it gets into Big 12 play. Can you beat a Kansas State team that's been struggling this year?
I'm going to say this right off rip. I think UCF beats Kansas State.
I would agree. Has Alex Ortai got very much playing time at UNLV this year?
No, because it's been the other Michigan transfer, Jaden Daigle.
Okay, then those two trades Michael.
Why don't you grade him first?
Jaden Michael, I'm going to give you a C. I just don't know too much about him yet. He hasn't impressed me. All right, you want to switch positions to running back now?
Yes.
Okay. Here's a running back. Justice Haynes, Michigan.
B plus.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Haynes has basically carried that offense. Jaden Ott, Oklahoma.
C.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that because they throw the ball a lot.
Yep.
Let's do 3 more running backs and do 4 receivers.
Ahmad Hardy, Missouri.
A minus.
He's done a really good job. C.J. Donaldson, Ohio State.
Before I give my answer, this is going to be the most unbiased Ohio State fan here. DJ Donaldson has been really good, but I'm giving it a B because I think he's going to end up losing the job to James Peoples.
Kewan Lacey was Ole Miss.
What would you grade for CJ Donaldson?
I think Peoples is the better running back here. I'm going to give Donaldson a C.
What did you say? Lacey from Ole Miss?
Yeah.
B+.
That's good. All right, receivers. Oh boy, we got some big name receivers here. Mr. Deuce Robinson, Florida State.
I'll let you take this one first.
I'm going to give him an A. He started off real strong. He's played real strong. I'm going to give him an A.
Okay. I also give him an A.
Good. Nick Anderson, LSU. He transferred from Oklahoma.
B+.
Okay. I give Nick Anderson a C. I don't think they throw to him that much. I mean, he's a really good receiver, but I think I need to throw to him more. Here's a name we should all know. Zachariah Bryant, Georgia.
A-.
I think Zachariah Bryant has had a pretty decent year. I think yes. Casey Contemplation, Texas A&M.
Casey Concepcion.
Yeah.
B+. Because they also have another transfer receiver in Mario Craver. So combined, I would give them a A. Because they've been good.
Mm-hmm. I would give them an A as well. Isaiah Horton, Alabama.
D-.
C-? Okay.
D.
D-. Okay. Malik Benson, Oregon, from Florida State.
No idea. B+.
B+. Well, let me pull up his stats real quick. It's had a pretty good year. I'm going to say B+. All right. To the next segment of the show.
Yes. Let me pull up. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me pull up the.
Can you see me?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, so game previews. First one is Georgia Tech and Wake Forest.
Go Yellow Jackets.
What are your... No, these are previews. This is not picks.
I think Haynes King throws the ball quite well. I think Wake Forest defense is going to be in trouble.
I'm right along with you. I think Georgia Tech's going to... The only way Wake Forest pulls an upset here, and this is a big key, Robbie Ashford has to play turnover-free football.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, can he do that?
Right.
If he can, then they might have a chance.
Right.
If he can't, then they're in trouble.
Yes. Okay, next game.
Illinois, USC. What are your keys for?
USC needs to throw the ball more. I was not impressed with them against Michigan State last week. I
I
think
w-
USC needs. I think USC needs to throw the ball more. I think Luke Altmaier redeems himself after a poor week last week, and I think Illinois and I think USC falls to Illinois.
oh, so you're calling an upset.
I'm going to upset.
I agree with you. I think all needs to throw the ball and
Mm-hmm.
spread it out. And
Yep,
if he can do that, then Illinois should win.
I agree.
No, Notre Dame, Arkansas. What are your keys for Notre Dame to not get upset?
Notre Dame not to get upset.
Yes.
Don't fall behind early against Arkansas. We've already seen that happen twice. Arkansas jumps in front of everybody, and then Notre Dame is not good from playing behind, and we saw that in the Texas A&M game. That Notre Dame is not good playing behind. So Notre Dame, I think, could be in trouble. If they get behind, they're in trouble. I'm sorry, Notre Dame
I
fans.
agree. Uh, you. I also agree with you on that. Utah State and Vanderbilt. What are some
I
keys
I
for
like Diego.
Utah State?
I like Diego Pavia. But keys for Utah State, you got to keep Diego Pavia off the field. As long as you keep him off the field, you stay in the game.
I would agree. Ohio State, Washington.
I've been hearing upside alert all week in that game on the phone. What on earth who on earth is Washington played? There was no way this is going to be an upset alert game. Yes, Ohio
The
State's
one
coming
thing
up.
I'll say is apparently the spread opened at 13 and a half for Ohio State, and it's come all the way down to 7 and a half.
It's a West. I understand the traveling to the West Coast, but please, people, what in the world are you doing? And I'm glad you brought this game up because Ohio State is going to steamroll the Huskies this weekend.
All I've heard all week from people on social media is, oh, this is going to be a close game. This is going to be a close game.
No way. It might be
No.
a 17. It might be a 17-3 score game by halftime. No way.
Well, okay, I'll say this. If Washington wants to pull the upset, Damon Williams has to play a good game.
Yeah.
Turnover free, no turnovers. Be smart, play smart with the football. If he doesn't, then they're going to have problems.
Can I give you a key for Tennessee, Mississippi State this weekend, please?
Yeah, we can get to that game in a second. Let's do Ole Miss LSU.
Who's favored?
Ole Miss by 1.5.
That's a tough game. I'm sorry. Yeah, here's my question: is Ole Miss's quarterback, who's been out for 2 weeks, able to play this weekend? That's going to be the difference.
Even if he doesn't, I'd still feel confident in the kid they've been starting the last 2 weeks. Chambliss.
Yeah. I mean, the quarterback that LSU has now. We expected
But
a whole
here's
lot
my
more.
issue is people are trying to put Trinidad Chambliss in the Heisman Trophy consideration.
Trinidad Chambliss transfers after the end of the season.
I think he does too, to somewhere where he can start and doesn't have to be a backup.
Exactly.
Maybe Tennessee if Joey Aguilar decides to leave.
Oh, Joey Aguilar's a senior, so I think Trinidad Chambliss. Tennessee's going to look for a quarterback for 1 year, a 1-year quarterback deal, because they got two four stars that are going to be sophomores next year, and a freshman that's going to be a 5-star. You're looking for someone that's going to be a 1-year deal next year, and then we should be fine.
But what is your key for LSU to pull an upset?
They got to move the ball better. Their offense was sloppy against Florida. They won against Florida only because of the way their defense played. It was not their offense. It was their defense.
I would agree. A&M, Auburn. What is your key for Auburn to pull the biggest upset of the season?
Jackson Arnold has to throw 4 touchdowns and protect the ball.
Can he do that against a good Texas A&M defense?
I don't know.
Okay, I want to say this. I agree with everything you said. Hugh Freeze needs to have better play calling now.
Yeah, yeah, you can't blame the refs for losing against Oklahoma.
No, you
Can't.
can't.
The game was 3-3 in the middle of the second quarter. Where was your offense, Hugh Freeze?
My thing is, and I know we don't bet on games, but if you're betting on Auburn and A&M, would you take the over? Do you think there's going to be more than
No.
52 and a half points?
No. I'm going under 40. No.
Okay, so in that case, would you stay away from the total?
Yes.
So would you rather take A&M or Auburn on the spread?
A&M.
Because it's 6.5. So you would take A&M to cover 6.5.
Yes.
Okay. I would agree. Oh, here's the team. Here's that little bug. Here's that little gnat that won't go away. Iowa playing Indiana in Iowa City. What is the key for Iowa?
No way. The way Indiana played last week, there's no way Iowa's going to upset Indiana. Fernando Mendoza is too good of a quarterback right now. There is no way that Indiana's going to get upset. No way.
Ask me as an Ohio State fan, what happens when a ranked team goes into Kinnick? Ask me.
What happens when a ranked team goes into Kinnick?
They lose by 20 plus points.
I don't.
I'm not saying it's going to happen to Indiana.
Scott
but if
Satterfield
Indiana
isn't
wants,
that kind of coach.
No. Signetti's not that kind of coach, and I think he's going to tell these guys, we can't overlook Iowa. Because they're that bug.
I think that Iowa game's because Iowa was down by 14 against Rutgers at one point in the third quarter. I think Indiana can run up the scoreboard on Iowa.
For Indiana to avoid being upset, they need to play clean football.
Oh, I would agree.
Now, here's my question. You see the total, 48.5.
Over.
Would you take the
over? I'm saying at least 60, 70 and a half.
Okay. What about, would you take Iowa to cover 8.5, or would you take the Indiana
I'm taking Hoosiers.
So you're taking Indiana to cover, and you like the over.
Yep.
I'm also taking the over, but I think Iowa keeps it close because of their defense.
Okay.
And okay, now we got Mississippi State and Tennessee. And I'm going to tell you this. I know you said to me before the show, you weren't scared of Mississippi State. I think you need to be a little scared because look at that line. It has that spread. The spread has not moved at all.
Can I add a point?
Yes, go ahead.
I was reading something this week. Mississippi State has played 3 okay teams. The one team they played against, Arizona State, that's a really good team. They allowed over 200 rushing yards to Arizona State. Over 200 rushing yards. What is something that Josh Heupel knows how to do? Run
the ball.
Mississippi State, I'm sorry. Tennessee's got 3 running backs that they like to use, but no way is Tennessee getting upset this weekend. No way is Tennessee getting upset. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, oh, you guys are going to be an upset alert. Oh, you guys are going to be an upset alert. It ain't going to happen. We'll see you in 3 weeks. We'll see you in 4 weeks, Alabama.
Okay, so my question is, obviously, you're taking Tennessee.
Yep.
I have the question though. Are you taking the over in this game? And do you think Mississippi State can cover the seven and a
This is gonna be a
half?
high score. This is gonna be a high scoring game. I'm taking Tennessee.
No, I know you're taking Tennessee. So
To
and
cover,
you're
to
taking
cover
the
as well.
over.
To cover as well. To cover as well. Yes, I'm taking the over.
I
I'm
can
taking
see
Tennessee.
Tennessee winning, but there's a way I could see a backdoor cover by Mississippi State.
Okay.
And I like the over. Iowa State, Arizona. I have one question. How is Arizona undefeated?
They haven't played
How is
anybody.
Arizona undefeated?
You know what? The only team they played was Kansas State, and Kansas State is laying a goose egg this year. You know what? I'm gonna say something. Arizona has one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12, and his name is McMillan. I forget his first name, but his last name is McMillan. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, you mean Noah Fafita?
Oh yeah. Sorry, McMillan was last year. Sorry. Yes, no Fafita.
Yes, yes,
Can I
I agree.
can I say something?
Go
That's
ahead.
one of my that's one of my upsets.
I do think there's a very good. I do think there's a good chance there's an upset here. Arizona, Iowa State's beaten three okay teams.
Who's favorite? Arizona's is Iowa State favorite?
Yes, 5.5. I
I
would
think
take
Arizona.
Arizona to cover.
I'm taking Arizona to cover. There's no way
I
I'm
am
going
too, and
to.
I think the over is going to hit.
Yep.
I think there's a
Yep.
lot of scoring.
Yep.
Oh boy, big one in the Big Ten. Can James Franklin win a big game?
No. I like the way Oregon's played this year.
So are you putting Penn State on upset alert?
Absolutely. A
I
team
think
is
I'm
a,
taking
a
Oregon
team
to cover
a
three and a
team
half, and I'm taking
Oregon's
the
played
over.
so well. Oregon's played this so well this year. There's no way I'm going to take this. There's no way I'm taking Penn State. 2 hours played no one. No one.
And I don't get these people hyping him up saying he might be the first or second pick in the draft next year. Where are you getting that
You said the
nonsense?
same thing. People said the same thing about Arts. And Arts has struggled.
Exactly. So would you take Oregon to cover?
Absolutely.
I'm taking Oregon to cover, and I'm taking the over.
Yep.
Alabama, Georgia.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Dogs. Okay, my question is, so we're both taking Georgia, obviously. But do you think Alabama covers? It's only 3.5.
The only game that Alabama's been tested this year is Florida State. Wisconsin was not a test game for them. I think Georgia beats them by at least a touchdown. So I'm taking Georgia in the points in this one.
I'm also taking Georgia in the points, and I think the over hits. Uh-oh. Did we lose?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, we lost. Okay. Then the last one we're doing is BYU, Colorado.
I think this is the stand-up game for Deion Sanders from Colorado.
I do too. Honestly. I would take BYU to cover, and I would take under. I don't think there's any way, because the problem with Colorado is they can't figure out who their quarterback is. They can't figure out whether it's Caden Salter or whether it's Ryan Staub. And where did Juju Lewis just disappear? Because I'm pretty sure he's on Colorado still, but he hasn't played at all.
Right.
And Deion keeps saying that Julian Lewis is going to play.
right, let's get to the question hot seat, please.
Well, it's not. It's really us talking about.
Mr. Napier?
Yes.
Can I make a statement on Mr. Napier real quick while you pull it up?
Yes.
Why has Florida not made a move this week when it's their bye week?
I have no idea.
This is the perfect time for you to make a move. If you really think you're going to be able to turn the season around, go beat Texas next week. If you can't go beat Texas next week, then he's out the door.
I would agree 100%.
He needs a big win. That team is just not playing well.
The problem is, if they lose, he's gone. And who are they going to hire to be their next coach?
Can I say something else?
Go ahead.
You got Florida, you got Texas, Texas A&M, and then Mississippi State, and then Georgia. I think Mississippi State, sure enough, the way they're playing right now this year, is going to beat Florida. So there is no way I'm not picking Mississippi State to beat Florida right now. Are the Gators not going to get another win this season?
Oh no, there's people saying they might go 2-10.
Can you pull up their schedule, please?
I would be glad to. Share screen. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to pull up standings. You still there?
Yep.
Okay, so they got A&M, Texas, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State.
They're only winning one more game.
And it might be again.
Kentucky.
I mean, maybe they beat Mississippi State. I could still see them doing something like they did last year where they beat somebody that they're not supposed to.
Could that be Georgia?
Maybe. I still think Georgia's beatable.
Tennessee obviously showed that. Tennessee was down their two star corners in that game. Georgia's absolutely beatable.
They are. But now let's talk about what we're going to open Tuesday's show talking about.
Go ahead.
What is the headline that we open Tuesday night show with? You go first.
The headline. We're going to be talking about how good the Oregon football team is. We're going to learn a whole lot about Oregon on Saturday.
I like it.
A whole lot about
we
Oregon.
open Tuesday's show with
we're going to
not only how good Oregon is, but is it time to fire James Franklin?
Why would it be time to fire James Franklin?
Because he can't win a big game. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up the show with talking about our 3 candidates for the Oklahoma State job. Robbie, you have the honors of going first.
CJ Klein.
List them 3-1. Who are your three candidates?
CJ Klein 1. Jimbo Fisher 2. Les
You mean
Miles 3.
Colin Klein?
Yes.
Okay, so
Colin
my
Klein
three
1.
are
Jimbo 2. Fish. Jimbo 2. Miles 3. In order.
okay. Okay. My three candidates.
Mic drop.
Okay, here's my three. Number 3, and this is a little bit off the ledge. Nobody's really talking about it. How about Butch Jones going to Oklahoma State?
Is he ready?
He's been at Arkansas State the last 5 years. I think he deserves another chance as a Power 4 head coach.
How's Arkansas State playing well right now?
Number
How well
2.
is Arkansas State playing right now?
I think they're like 2-2, 3-1. So, number 2, another guy that's a little bit off the map, Charles Huff at Marshall. Not Marshall, Southern Miss. Charles Huff at Southern Miss. I think if Southern Miss wins 8 or 9 games.
He just left Marshall last year.
Yep, I could see him doing the same thing to Southern Miss that he did to Marshall. If Marshall wins the Sun Belt, I could see him jumping ship to either Florida or the team we're talking about right now, Oklahoma State. And number 3 is a guy that just got fired at Virginia Tech, Brent Pry. I could see Brent Pry getting another head coaching job. And I'm not saying that because I have my Virginia Tech hat on. I really think he can. And ladies and gentlemen, that, unless Robbie has something to say. Robbie, do you have anything to say before we sign off?
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up tonight's episode of the Saturday Night Lights podcast.
See everybody on Tuesday.
Let us know what you think of the new thumbnail and the new title. But until next time, we will see everybody on Tuesday.
Go Balls, beat Mississippi State.
Go Buckeyes, beat Washington.